Petitioners gathered here and in courtrooms throughout the country will follow admirably in their footsteps. All of the petitioners have met the statutory requirements for citizenship. They are all persons of good moral character and have agreed to uphold the principles of our Constitution and our form of government. Mr. Chief Justice, I therefore recommend that the oath of citizenship be administered to these petitioners.
Your motion is granted, Mr. Attorney General. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today's ceremony has a very special meaning for me, and one that I share with all of you and with millions of others. My grandfather, whose name I bear, came to these shores about 145 years ago, as millions had done before and have done since. His father was an Austrian, his mother was Swiss. After they settled in the Middle West, a plague left him an orphan at about age 10. In 1861, he joined the Union Army, and his service during that war earned him the Congressional Medal of Honor, the highest military honor our country can bestow. A century and a half later, his descendants manifest why we are rightly called a nation of immigrants. Mrs. Berger and I have two grandchildren who are a mixture of Austrian, Swiss, German, Swedish, English, and Scots. Today we celebrate this great symbol of freedom given to us by the people of France, the people who helped us gain our freedom. That great Lady of Liberty faces not west to our land, but out to the seas as a welcome to those who seek our kind of freedom. Our Constitution is a unique, remarkable instrument. And 200 years ago, it operated to unleash the latent talents and energies and the abilities of every individual who came here, so that each person could develop according to his or her God-given gifts. People were meant to be free. And the great statue that we rededicate today symbolizes not only our freedom, but also the Constitution that guarantees those freedoms and has guaranteed those freedoms for 200 years. It is a symbol not just to the American people, it is a symbol to the people everywhere who want freedom under a system of liberty with order. Now, it is my honor and privilege to ask each of you who seek citizenship to raise your right hand and on this Bible repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I renounce all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince or potentate, or state or sovereignty, of which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the laws of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that I will perform non-combat service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that I will perform work of a national importance when required by law, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Now, my fellow citizens, I congratulate you and ask all present here and in the other ceremonies taking place in the United States to recite with me the Pledge of Allegiance, which is as follows. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Honorable Court is now adjourned.
Judge Mark Americus Costantino to return to the podium to close out tonight's ceremony. Judge
How did the Chief Justice say, true citizens of this great country, one thing you must do on this Ellis Island,
At 44 locations across the country, as Chief Justice Berger said, thousands of new American citizens as America opens its arms. Once again, almost one of his last official acts as Chief Justice. He will soon retire to chair the commission to celebrate the bicentennial of the Constitution. We'll be right back.
ABC's presentation of Liberty Weekend is brought to you by IBM. Lipton decaffeinated iced tea, delicious with sugar, NutraSweet, or unsweetened. And the Prudential, offering a full range of insurance and other financial services.